This is a headdress making tutorial provided by our grandmother. These are our lashing things, and we've filled the basket. I'll lay that out. Now I have all my bits laid out. These are the things that I found in my yard today. I don't know what some of them are. Those are Queen Anne's lace not opened. Clover, rose petals, grasses, dandelion, daisies. Didn't get buttercups today. Some apples, and there's blackberries around here. Some blackberries, and not sure what this is. Some marigold for both flowers and vining. Some marigold that is just vine. This stuff that's super viney, with white little flowers going to come on it. When you touch it, it sticks to you. I've got really pliable, long lashing grass, some finer lashing grass, and I will use these things to lash together. And the first one I showed recently, I just walked through the yard and built it as I went. Now I'm just going to hold my phone with my feet and start weaving. There we go. I'll use my feet. Okay, let's see. That's my sprinkler if you hear it. So just get your starting piece. Add some pieces to it. This will be a little hard to do since this will be good enough. So I've put I'm going to add something with color on this. Some yellow. And as I add the pieces, they're graduating in length. That's going to be your base to weave a circle headdress. You don't want to be running out of things to wrap around. So I'll start with a little bit of these fine grasses, just because I have them. Just lay the grass down where the extra is facing away from the flowers, and just start going round and round and round and round like that, and leave a piece to go down into your bulk. I don't know if you saw that, but I went round and round and left the rest here. Now I'm going to add some bits to it. I'm going to pause a moment. So I've added these and a stalk of Queen Anne's lace. They're not bloomed yet. Nice and tiny for this project. Some of that will get trimmed down as you go. And now I'm going to use these larger grasses to lash it together, just like I did last time. Pull a piece off. Lay it so the majority is going towards the flower end of your project, and then just hold it in place with your fingers and start lashing it around. This should take less time since I've already got everything gathered that's lashed around. To start, and I just added these grasses. I think this is lupine, and another grass in there I can't figure, and I'm holding the lash, excuse me, so I can add more, but right now I have to hold it with my toe to not let the lashing go. Oops, I shouldn't do that. Right now it's lashed that long. This will come in to be the circle. Still moving on. Anything that's super dry like this, clip off after a couple inches. You don't want more than a couple inches to be lashed in there. Try don't to let this get super bulky, so you still see I have a long piece to wrap around with. It gets thicker as I go. Pausing to add more. I'm going to lash this one in now. I'm going to lay it over the previous green lashing I'm holding on to and wrap that one around a bit. And grab some more lashing. By now you get the gist of it. Hold that down, bring it around, lash it on up. Okay, I'm going to proceed with the same grass lashing technique, and I'll pause when I get ready to put on big pieces like that, or the apples, or those apples. So let me pause now. I'm about to put on a fairly good amount of crab apples. That's pretty, gonna have some weight, and I'm gonna apply it here. And knowing I'm gonna have something big and weighty, I have a few pieces of this sturdier long lashing grasses. So without further ado, figure out where you want to place it. I kind of want it to go from here up. That's what I'm thinking. So I have it in place. Sorry this is so close, but it's the best I can do. Have it in place. You see all my extra. Let me hold this up. I'm holding it in place. Turning the view doesn't help you. I'm just holding it in place so that it goes above and beyond that bunch of lashing I've done, where all of these sturdy lashing grasses are hanging out. Basically that. So let's start lashing apples in. This has only taken a few minutes, considering I already gathered my stuff, which I didn't do the other day. So I'm going to take, this one's a short one, so I want to use it with this long one. And I'm going to use these to go upwards to hold all these apples up in place. Then all of these apples down here will get lashed with this longer one. And I'm holding right where there's a big strong bunch of lashing. So here I go. Just go up around your piece, however you need your apples to hang, if you have apples. Anything big. This is for anything big. Now, you don't want to cover this up, so just go under that, pull it through. Just let this lashing work its way up into the top of the piece, and just fold it into it any way it will go. So now I just need to lash this bottom part of the apples. My lashing just broke. No problem. Let's get another one. Remember to lay your lashing down so you lash over it. Go around these little apples and lash this on. More lashing. Hope this is coming out because I'm not looking at the camera, I'm watching my hands. Just go in between any place. Okay, those apples are really nicely lashed. Open these things up and pull the lashing through there so I don't have to hang on to it. Now let's look what we have. Sorry about all the... So I have this so far. Of course, I'm in the shade. There's my tools and all my tools. But you'll see the color better. I'll take a snap. Let's continue on. That's how you get something heavy on there. I'm gonna pause and keep working. Not much later, you begin to get your wreath, and I'm ready to join. Bear with me. Back into the feet. Alright, I'm just going to... Oh, here, let me clear all these. I didn't use a lot of the foliage I clipped. Didn't know what all I'd need. So, here, I'm ready to join it. I'm going to put it around my head first to see where I need to lash it. My last one I made a little too big around, so I determined I need it lashed right here. So I'm going to get to lashing. These grasses. This one has blackberries in it, so if you use thorny things, be aware, or make sure you lash all the take the thorns off or lash them in. So I'm just going completely over to make it one piece. I think I'll cut this nub off, and this is where it'll be an endless piece here. Make sure you don't press down, press down your flowers. You want them to be up and beautiful, probably. I'm just going in and out. Here we go. Now, I'll put this in the sunlight so you can actually see it. I have my wreath. I just need to do a little final lashing right here. I have all this marigold. Sorry about that. I have all this marigold lashing. I'm going to go around with that.